way is clear.
Wow.
Let's go, Watson.
Freedom!
The ribbon is missing from this machine. A page of this notebook has been torn out. We can only see the title in shorthand and today's date. It's a message that the secretary must send urgently. I'm going to recopy it.
You can read shorthand? You never cease to amaze me. Were you a secretary before becoming the great Sher?
Perhaps. But no, a man must have his secrets.
Lol. Right.
A makeup case with a good brush. Someone has written something on a sheet of paper. I can make out the marks, but I need something to bring them to light. I must look more attentive. I can make out the marks.
Don't think there's anything here. Give me a second.
The secretary has just changed the typewriter ribbon. There are smudges of dark blue ink. Here is Farley's secretary's telegram. Nothing special here.
It looks like a piano.
This armchair is out of place. This ashtray is worth examining. The cigar end is still hot. This ash comes from an ordinary, well-known brand of cigarettes. It is still warm.
Nice.
This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
And it is not even finished. What a waste.
Farley was not alone when we arrived at his secretary's office.
You're thinking of the owner of the cigar.
Yes, the reporter smokes ordinary cigarettes. Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread? That is the characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious visitor is a rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine a cigar lover crushing out such a marvelous smoke before finishing it. Since we saw no one leaving the building, that must point to a secret exit somewhere.
Ooh.
How are we going to find it?
By retracing Farley's steps from the moment before we arrived. Look, this room is teeming with clues.
Or we could just look behind Watson. There. Actually, before I do anything, what I want to do.
A page of...
You can
perhaps. A page of this...
You can read shorthand.
Perhaps.
There we go.
I understand what you want to do. It's an old trick.
Welcome back. What did you get?
I can see what has been written. Please write it down.
Very well, Holmes.
Photo Holmes prepare by an eminent bio DNF. Odd. Nice. Sounds delicious actually. That sounds really. I will call you this morning. Destroy this letter. Leave it urgently. Your relations regarding the man's true schemes. Incredibly support.
This paper only just escaped the flames.
But who is this note about? And who wrote it?
I will deal with it later. This book has fallen down from the shelf.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My word! It's my stories about your investigations.
Extraordinary.
A real investigative reporter must have read them, my dear Watson. My adventures have fallen from this shelf. A bunch of keys.
Yep,
A telephone. A technological marvel. A number was written next to it quite recently. A fine, educated hand.
Holmes, this number seems very familiar.
Yes, but let us dial it to be sure. Miss, get me 1313, please. It is Scotland Yard, of course. I'm beginning to understand.
Lucky you.
I wonder which drawer the secretary was interested in. I can't do that. The DF drawer, of course. The one in the message that we deciphered from the secretary's desk blotter. Closed. The D closed. The DF. There are a lot of cards. How to find the right one? No, it is No. No. No.
Blue paper, right?
I can't do. No. I can't. I can't. No. No.
That one.
These blue stains come from an old typewriter ribbon. This card has been removed recently.
Prince Woodville, closely related to the royal family, recently permitted to legally use the title of prince after an investigation by a committee of experts and representative of the royal line. Highly regarded among the common people involved in charitable and philosophical actions, distribution of soup to the needy in Whitechapel area, financing a campaign for the medical treatment and distribution of blankets. He describes himself as a popular, but his critiques prefer the term populist. Intelligent and cultivated, but abrupt changes of mood have been observed when replying to journalists' tactless questions.
This card has got grease marks on it. The reporter made them. Apparently he's making inquiries about Prince Woodville, too.
But where do you come into all this? Look, if we pull the curtain a little, we can see out into the street.
Someone closed the... Our man left his sandwich unfinished.
Well, that's a waste of food.
The key is still in the lock.
Right. Right. I would assume that would be the case. I think the door's next. The key is still in the lock, so... Close the door and left the key in the lock? I mean, it's obviously this journalist, so I would suggest that one? Maybe? Obviously, I would assume... Why without making sure it was done entirely? Someone in a rush. And last day. No. Am I missing something here? like I'm missing something. Oh, there you go.
Farley
Whoa.
consulted a card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be.
What about here, wouldn't it? Is it just me, or does anyone else see that very obvious outline?
Judging from all the notes on the board, our reporter is an assiduous and organized worker.
I didn't see this.
A photograph of Prince Woodville. Farley is evidently also interested in this affair.
Yeah, it's like... wasn't mad about it.
A horrible story.
Here's
Here's what is strange. An attack of collective insanity.
Anything else here? Oh, I think that's finished. Yeah, I think that's finished. I say I think. How did I get to the other side? Yeah, again, do you mean the obvious hidden door that someone in the art department didn't care to, you know, cover that, so it was actually a hidden door? I can obviously see that. Come on, bro. Oh shit, I can see right through your games. Okay, right to the deduction board.
Perhaps not, Watson. Perhaps not. Perhaps
I'm just gonna...
perfect.
Oh, there you go. Wait a second. What?
Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet.
Oh.
This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
Hey. +6. What? Oh, we can change this. Oh, we can do it in numbers as well. That's nice. Oh.
That's not right. That's not right. There we are.
Oh.
It is simplicity itself. Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
Oh my god. It's all like if we didn't see that before. A top hat.
Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This hat was almost certainly abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet,
A lot of people,
but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance, and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
Yes, Baker Street, our evil lair. Sorry. Is there any boots in here? Can I go in here? Oh, I can go. This is a manual hidey hole now. I am Sherlock. I am bad. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, back to Baker Street. I'm a moron.
Let's hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work alone, Holmes.
As you wish. Take your time. I will examine this hat at my work table.
What do you mean, wow, what did I put in the sandwich? My sandwich or your sandwich? What's this? Soon during the entire show of Sherlock Holmes, we need a counter with... Am I missing something here?
I will examine...
Oh, that's...
This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy.
Duh. Oh, hello.
His hair is greying, and judging by the odour, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s. This hat was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey. Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor.
There's glasses, Mark.
Slight scratch marks.
I'm assuming from the glasses.
This hat was made to... Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married.
Editing at the top.
Slight. The man wears gloves. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
I'm quite concerned of why you do, honestly. Why do we have a spear?
I have found my file. I must place it on my work table.
Why couldn't they make the mouth move on the other ones?
I have found...
Oh yeah, I need to put the file instead. Fucking table. Oh, he does wear glasses. He wears tiny glasses. He's also married. There's a hat. He does not smell. Is married and hat. Oh, it's him.
Right. It is him, Judge Beckett.
Have you discovered the top hat's secrets, Holmes?
Watson, this hat belongs to Sir Coutts Beckett, a judge of the court at the Palace of Justice in London.
A judge? Wait, did you say Sir Beckett? That name rings a bell. Yes, that's it. What an extraordinary coincidence. Holmes, I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
Decidedly, this Beckett seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Spare me the details, Watson. Show me the article.
A generous lady Lady Cathy Court Beckett, wife of Honourable Judge Court Beckett, is an exceptional woman who freely gives her time and money towards the education of deprived children. When most of the city's great families close the doors of their luxurious mansion to the poor, Lady Beckett opens hers and has created a school of illiterate children. This class has now been open for 8 years now, and according to our estimations, nearly 150 children in need have learned to read and write here. 150 children who, thanks to this woman's generosity, have been able to avoid the plight of the beggar and have found worthy jobs. But this is not all. As well as being enabling their access to culture and education, Lady Beckett also takes the children on vacation, along with her servants, who help if needed with the entire class of students. This year, she is taking them to Portsmouth. For most, it will be the first time that they have seen the sea, especially Judge Beckett, who will not be going along for the trip. The eminent magistrate is restrained in London by important current files. We wish an excellent holiday to the devoted lady and her pupils, and we thank her for her generous undertaking.
So, Lady Beckett is on holiday in Portsmouth. That means her husband is at home alone. Good. We shall pay a courtesy call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
That you should interest a judge of the High Court isn't surprising. You have solved so many criminal affairs that there are 1,000 reasons why a magistrate should be interested in you. But why should this one feel the need to act in shadows?
It's true that it's surprising. Perhaps he simply wishes to avoid being seen in the company of this Farley fellow.
Mr. Kirby, our local postman, owes me a favour. He'll give me Beckett's address. At this hour, he should still be at the post office. I'll go there, Holmes.
Good, Watson, but be quick about it. While you're gone, I'll make preparations for our visit.
A few moments later.
Sir Courts Beckett, I've got the address. We can go round after a nice cup of tea.
Don't get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
Oh. Sherlock versus what? Sherlock Holmes versus Watson. Showdown. On that note,